Yeah, this is John 1 verse 4. It says, "In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in a dark place." Salaki, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Alright? So he is the light. Alright, going on. There was a man sent from the Most High whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light which shineth to every man that come into the world. Alright, the true light. So now, Lucifer mean what? The light bearer. So it are people who bear in the light, but not in truth. They are in a false light. Back in Job 24, and that go actually be the Lucifer that go and get kicked out of heaven. The ones who bear in the false light. This Job 24:14. It says, "The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief. The eye also of the adulterer waited for the twilight, saying, No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face." Alright? In the dark they dig through houses which they had marked for themselves. In the daytime they know not the light. So they don't know the true light. Understand? But jumping back to verse 14, the murderer rising with the light. So whatever it is he coming with, it gonna look like the truth or the light. It gonna look like brightness in your eyes, like, yeah boy, this is what we had to follow. You understand? It's like a fly seeing a big bright light. You know, it always at the night fly and the light, what is going to hover around a light? It's like that. But the so-called white man, or the Luciferians, the light bearers, the Illuminati, the illuminated ones who could see, just like how the elect of Israel could see, they could see, but them seeing after the power, the working of Satan, them not seeing after the righteousness. That's why I say the murderer rising with the light. And here we doing with the light, killeth the poor and needy. And in the night is as a thief, because what the scripture say, in the night, meaning in darkness, he will come and thief. Alright? Thief your identity. When you laying in darkness, when you don't know yourself, he come and he thief your identity, and he tell you he's a fucking heathen and he's the true Jews. When you laying in darkness, when you don't know yourself, he will come and thief. That is the murderer. You understand? And what he say, he rising with the light. Because why? He is Lucifer. He is the light bearer. But his light is to fucking rob. To be a crook. This is John chapter 10, verse 10. It says, "The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly." Alright? So that's what the thief does come to do. To steal, to kill, and to destroy. And he coming with something and presenting it to you like it's a right thing. So now we go see Jake's now gang banging. But Esau go put it on TV that being a gang banger is cool. You go see Jake's slanging coke. But Esau go put it on TV that slanging drugs is cool. Being a drug dealer, it have countless movies. And it have countless rap songs about slanging drugs. Cut it. You understand that kind of way? What is that song what these fucking two-third niggas sing? No, what is the name by? Migos. Mama told me not to sell work. 17.5 same color t-shirt. They're talking about selling coke. They always talking about the whipping. And now that going to look like lighter young Jake who going to come up. And he going to see that like that the way to be. That the beacon of light. That the hope to sell drugs be a gangbanger, be a faggot, be a lesbian. Alright? That is why it is calling them Lucifer, the light bearers. But their light is on the left. Their light is actually darkness with a hey, let me get a precept one time. We telling yourself, my guy, this 2 Corinthians 11 verse 14. It says on verse 13, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Yahushua. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So Satan will look like he bringing Lucifer, the light bearers. But what he like go be? He like go actually be wickedness. But he go pass it off as righteousness. You see? But Yahushua is the true light. You understand? He is the true Lucifer, if you will. To illuminate something is to bring light to it. So they tell themselves they illuminated in this dark world, in this lost world. They say we illuminated. We know what is the truth. Yes, no. With that precept is way that thou mayest be illuminated. Yes, no. Baruch 4 and 2. It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it, walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Alright? So what? The true light will make you what? You will be illuminated, you will know what is the real deal. But Esau just pass it off like he had the real deal when he don't. You understand? When he don't. So going in Revelation chapter 12 verse 9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Alright, that dragon, the old serpent, the devil, Satan, all of them referring to the so-called white man, the Edomites. Alright, that is what we're referring to. They're referring to the spiritual entity Satan, because I proved it, if you watch from part 1, that the spiritual entity Satan, it cannot be referring to him. Even he who's coming is after the working as Satan. They say the devil, the scripture say, ye of your father the devil. Alright? What are you talking about? Ye of your father the devil. This John chapter 8 verse 44. And it reads, ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. The word Genesis means beginning. So it's saying the devil was a murderer. Who did the spiritual entity Satan actually kill? No one. From the beginning. Go back to the beginning of the book and see who is the first murderer. And you go and see a man by the name of Cain. So it's saying the devil was Cain. And Cain reincarnated as Esau, and Esau and his seed is the seed of the children of the devil. That is what it's saying. It says, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the Genesis 4 and 3. Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord, and Abel he also brought of the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof, and Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell, and Yahweh said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall not be accepted, and if thou doest not well, sin light at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. So now, if you do good, you go be accepted. If you do bad, you go be you go be the man of sin. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass that when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. He murdered him. So this is the murderer from the beginning. This is the devil. And let me see if the Bible called Cain the wicked one. Alright. 1 John chapter 3 verse 12. It says, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous. You know. So Cain was known as Cain was of the wicked one. And who is the wicked one? The Edomites. Alright? So Cain in the reincarnation would have come back as an Edomite. He was actually Esau. So when Yahweh say, ye of your father the devil, alright, going back in John 8:44, ye of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because he lied. He did tell the Lord a lie. He say, I don't know where Cain is. When he killed Cain, he say, I don't know where the hell Cain is. He don't know he killed Cain. So he didn't abode in the truth. He chose to lie, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So Cain is a liar and the father of lies. Alright? The devil. Alright? Which was an actual man. So when it reads in Revelation 12 verse 9, and it says, and the dragon was cast out. That dragon, when you read in Revelation 12 verse 1, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. That was representing the Israelites. Alright, 12 stars represents 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet represents our wisdom and understanding, because that what we was clothed with. Alright, as a nation of people. Alright, and she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. Okay, on a major level, it's talking about the nation of Israel. Alright, and it's also talking about Yahweh Shai. Alright, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. Why was the dragon red? No, this is the Apostle John seeing a vision. You had to interpret the vision. The dragon was red because it was the Romans ruling, and the Romans were Edomites. The first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. Alright? Having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. Alright? And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, the dragon's tail, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So no way we could read about the somebody trying to kill somebody's child as soon as it was born. Herod looking to kill Yahweh Shai when he was not born. You could get a macho and go take, but you could get that in there. And what Herod was? Herod was an Edomite in the Roman Empire. So the dragon was representative of the Roman Empire. So when you read Revelation 12, verse 9, and the great dragon, all of that was cast out. That old serpent, going back to the garden with Adam and Eve, is the old serpent. Because since back then, the scripture says his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lay down with him in the dust. Since back then he being a devil. Alright, the old serpent, not the new serpent, that old same stink devil from back then, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, because that is his job, to deceive. His job is to deceive the so-called white race. Alright, their power, they get it from the devil. So their power is to deceive. That is what they have power to do, to bring about deception. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. What I mean is the angels were cast out with him. It means all Esau politicians, all Esau heads. Alright? All what he have? He have he military. He have he cameras where he set up, where he trying to set up on every street corner. To bring a message to him what everybody doing at every point in time. All them things going on fall when he empire fall. That is what he talking about. He ain't talking about no devil getting kicked out of heaven from the Most High. The scriptures say, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Because up in heaven is just pure peace. This is why the Apostle Paul, when he went there, what he say? He say he saw things that he couldn't put in words, he couldn't utter, because it was like just paradise, just ultimate paradise, just ultimate joy. So he's like, wow, his mind couldn't process words for it. So it didn't have no war going on up there. So the Most High can't send no Satan out of literal heaven. Alright? The Most High can't send Satan out of literal heaven. He can't send the devil out of rulership, the so-called white man. That is what they're talking about. And then you go read Revelation 12 verse 7, and there was war in heaven. This heaven talking about the skies, the open firmament. I'm gonna get them precepts. Revelation 19 verse